It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy!
Welcome everybody to the recap show / picks edition for you guys this week. We do apologize for your recap. We do apologize for your recap show being a little delayed this week. It's been a crazy week this week for Tim and I both. Actually, on Monday, I had an eye appointment, and yours truly is now getting reading glasses. So as you can see, Tim took off his glasses, and he's trying to teleport his glasses to me right now so I can see better. But I get my glasses next Thursday, so for next week's Picks edition, I will have my glasses on for you guys. So if you haven't noticed, Tim hasn't really said a word yet. Tim is actually feeling a little under the weather right now. So his goal for tonight is not to say as few words as possible. So you're going to be hearing my lovely voice for tonight. Tim will get his picks in by holding up the picture of the school he is going with. So Tim, how was your week? Hey, I was gonna say you've been sick all week.
It's been a little of both.
No talking. So a little bit of both for Tim. So, but we got a lot to cover tonight. So I am going to start in the recap part of the show. Tim is keeping his throat well refreshed with our advertisements for tonight. Vitamin water. Keeps you hydrated. Keeps you going. What is it? Vitamin water. Yes, that's exactly what it is. So, orange flavor? Yep, orange flavor. Ooh, very nice. Also brought to you by Daytime Cold and Flu Relief. 20 soft gels will get you through a week. And also Ricoli, the honey herb. Ricoli. Man, we got a lot of advertisements tonight. I thought I was going to have to bust out some sort of thing. And also Herbert's Lemonade. I'm waiting for something else here to come. That's it? Okay.
Kleenex. Lots and lots of Kleenex.
Kleenex. So soft you can blow your nose on it. I couldn't think of a reference for Kleenexes. That's all I had. So, anyways, the recap part of our show, we're opening up with boys high school basketball. So if you have your sheets from last week, feel free to pull those up. First up, Ypsi Community defeats Adrian 70-52. Madison defeats Britton Deerfield 50-35. Dexter defeats Tecumseh 62-35. Girls high school basketball. Hillsdale defeats Dundee 41-27. Columbia Central over Hudson 54-42. Erie Mason squeaks by Onstead 36-33 in overtime. NLL Lacrosse, the Georgia Swarm defeat the New England Black Wolves 17-15. The Saskatchewan Rush defeat the Rochester Nighthawks 21-12. NBA action. The Spurs defeat the Pistons 103-92. The Wizards defeat the Pacers 112-107. The Golden State Warriors defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 122-107. Minor league hockey, the Brampton Beast squeaked by the Toledo Walleye 5-4 in overtime. The Iowa Wild defeat the Grand Rapid Griffins 4-2. Boy, both the Walleye and the Griffins lose. NCAA men's basketball, MSU defeats Iowa 77-66. Your first 3-point bonus game. Gonzaga defeats St. Mary's 74-64. Gonzaga. Girls NCAA women's basketball. Michigan defeats Wisconsin 75-66. Oregon State defeats UCLA 68-61. NHL hockey. The Minnesota Wild defeat the Detroit Red Wings 6-3. The Boston Bruins shut out the Montreal Canadiens 4-0. WWE Elimination Chamber. And this was also your other 3-point bonus game. Uh-oh, Tim is saying he does not like it. You got fingers. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pay-per-view ever, 1 being the worst, what do you give it number-wise, Tim? A 3. And I would agree with Tim. I did not. Did you watch it live? Yes. And wasted his time.
Yes.
I did not watch it live. I just finished it yesterday. So I watched a couple matches here, I can honestly say there was hardly any. I think one of the best matches actually was Randy Orton versus Luke Harper. That was one of the most entertaining matches. The Elimination Chamber, which, mind you, is a brand new Elimination Chamber. I did not think it was that great of an Elimination Chamber. I like the old version better.
It was pathetic.
The one that bugged me is when you got thrown over the top rope, you always landed on this hard metal grate. Well, now it looks like you're landing on a black like plywood or something. It doesn't look like it's that painful to land on. I don't know. Once again, WWE ruins a classic.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, Bray Wyatt is now the WWE champion, defeating John Cena, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Miz, and Baron Corbin. And which now everybody's like, well, wait a second. Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble. So does that mean at WrestleMania it's going to be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton? Randy
Nope.
Orton came out this week and said that Bray Wyatt is his leader, that he will not face him. So we shall see. Apparently this week they are going to have I think a 20-man battle royale to decide who the #1 contender is to face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. My sources I've been reading up on say that it is going to be a triple threat match. It will be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton versus Luke Harper at WrestleMania. So it'll be a Wyatt family for the WWE title. So we shall see. Speaking of Luke Harper and Randy Orton,
That would be a 2-on-1 beatdown. It would be dumb. A waste of time.
well, we shall see. I don't know, unless something happens and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton having a falling out here. Got to remember, we are, I believe, 7 weeks away still till WrestleMania. So still a little bit of time for them to develop, hopefully, a decent storyline. Randy Orton defeats Luke Harper. Like I said, I thought this was one of the best matches on the pay-per-view, which isn't saying that much. Did you like this match?
It was all right. I mean, really, the individual matches were better than the Chamber.
Yeah.
You went right down to it.
Yep. And lastly, Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Becky Lynch wins. I think it was just a simple roll-up. It wasn't anything special. I thought this was a horrible match, and I'm hoping Mickie James isn't a beat-around.
No, they had Mickie James beat her on Raw, so it's leading up to it. It's just going to be one of those back-and-forth battles between the two of them for a while.
Oh, okay. By the way, everybody, this is Diet Coke here. Also brought to you tonight, Sports Frenzy Picks Edition. Diet Coke. Love Diet Coke.
Cool, crisp, refreshing.
Diet Coke. So, and by the way, everybody's like, well, wait a second, what about the 20th game? I messed up this week, and so the Lightning defeat the Winnipeg Jets 4-1. I'm sorry about that, everybody. So, and Tim and I tied this week.
We did? Oh, wow.
We did, yep.
I thought for sure you won the belt this week.
I got MSU. That gave me 1 point extra, and then we went opposite on Becky Lynch, Mickie James, and Becky Lynch won. So we tied at 15 apiece.
Nice.
So we tied this week. So, all right, we are now entering into the picks part of the show, which I will fire up some lovely sound effects for this portion of our show. Opening up with some high school boys basketball. First up for boys high school basketball.
Pop quiz. Quiz. As long as we're on a sick theme tonight, who in basketball history played one of his best games ever while having the flu?
You want me to answer this?
I do, because you know the answer.
Michael Jordan.
That's right. If Michael Jordan can do it, we can do it.
That's right. Well, you can do it. I'm feeling fine. So
That's true.
And I'm so glad that I can't get sick via Skype. I just pray you don't give me a computer virus here, Tim. So boys high school basketball. This is a Friday night tonight for you getting our recording version. 7 p.m. We have the 8 wins, 6 losses, Madison. They are traveling to the 7 wins, 8 losses, Summerfield. Who are you going with, Tim? I'm going with you on that one. Madison for both of us. Did your coworker yell at me for messing up her name?
No, she didn't.
Oh, that's good.
She actually wasn't there to hear you mess it up. So.
Oh, well, that worked out even better than for me. So I apologize again. She's gonna go back and rewatch that episode.
Can you pronounce it right now?
I'm horrible with names, and I can't even remember what her name is. So
Janika.
Huh?
Janika.
I'm gonna learn a Janika. Trying to remember what I even said. I didn't say.
You said like Janiqua or something like that.
Okay, Janika. I got you. All right, next up, Friday night tonight, also 7 p.m. The 4 wins, 11 losses. Blissfield, mine and Julie Mapstone's Alder Mater. They're heading to Hudson, who are 3 wins and 13 losses. Who are you going with, Tim? I'm going Blissfield.
Yeah, Blissfield.
Next up, your last boys high school basketball game for the Sheets. Friday night, 7 p.m. also. The struggling 1 win and 15 losses Ida. Ouch. They're heading to the red hot 12 wins, 4 losses, the Onstead Wildcats. I was going to say, do I even need to ask Tim who he is going with? I, on the other hand, am going to go with the Wildcats. Also. Next up, entering into girls high school basketball. And real quick before we go into this, I do apologize that there are only 2 girls high school basketball games. I went through the whole list for Friday and Saturday, and these are the only 2 local girl high school basketball games. So do apologize, but it's out of my hands. So I could have thrown in some schools you guys would have never heard of, but it would have been pointless. So
we also have an update from Roger Schoonover from Blissfield girls JV leads Hudson 16-10 at halftime.
Oh. I've lost my Facebook live feed here. All right. Girls high school basketball. We have this is a Friday night at 5:30 p.m. The 2 wins, 14 losses. Adrian. They're heading to their rivals, the 9 wins, 7 losses, Tecumseh. Come on, Adrian. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Come on. Come on. Oh, you can do better than that. Come on. Let's hear it. All right. And on that note, I'm going with Tecumseh. Woo!
Lucky for us. Yes. Lucky for us. We do have a Tecumseh following as well, so.
Oh, boy. Well, what would we do without the Tecumseh following? What would we do?
We get booed a lot.
We would get booed. So Tim and I are both going with Tecumseh. We do apologize, Adrian, but we got to go with the records. So, but hey, you never know. Could be an upset there. Could be an upset. Next up, this is a Friday, 7 p.m. The 12 wins, 5 losses. Lenawee Christian. They are heading to Napoleon. 3 wins and 11 losses. I got to go with Lenawee Christian. Oh boy. Entering in some NLL lacrosse. If you're wondering why there's extra lacrosse games this week and not NBA, NBA has the All-Star break going on right now. So Saturday or Sunday is the All-Star game, and Tim and I we're not big fans of All-Star games. I don't know, kind of meaningless games, I guess. I mean, there's no point to them. So NLL lacrosse will be back next week, though. Or, I'm sorry, NBA will be back next week. First up, this is a Friday, 7:30 p.m. We have, let me get my sound effects ready. Where am I? Where am I, Tim? Where am I? I'm in Holland, Michigan. That's where I'm at. There they are. We have the 5 wins, 1 loss. The Georgia Swarm. Real sound effects. There's a lot of B's. Versus the 4 wins and 1 loss, the Toronto Rock. I got to go with the Swarm. Swarm for Tim also. Next up. All right, the Friday night, 7:30 p.m., the 2 wins, 4 losses, the New England Black Wolves. They're heading to the 1 win and 4 loss, the Buffalo Bandits. Oh boy, where is the? Somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. I need my glasses. All right. There we go. I got a sound effect in there. I think I'm going to go with the Bandits for home field advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, there.
Yeah, why not?
Bandits for Tim?
Yeah.
All right. And next up, not that it even matters anymore.
Uh-uh. Cut. That's not your squeaker game.
Is not?
No.
What do I have as my squeaker game?
You have the Vancouver Stealth and the Calgary Roughnecks as your...
I wonder if I put it one level down too far. I meant, not that it matters.
So we're moving that up one.
Yeah, we'll move it up one. It's actually the Colorado Mammoth versus the Saskatchewan Rush is my squeaker. Okay. And at this point, I have no reason why anymore. I was literally... I looked at the sheets, and I went over all the games. And this one was just flat out a gut feeling, because my gut's been so accurate this year on the squeaker belt thing. I don't know. I just... gut feeling was telling me on this one. So... by the way, this season I'm 5 wins and 15 losses, so I'm like, I'm horrible this year with the squeaker belt. So, anyways, this is a Saturday game at 8:30 p.m. The 4 wins and 3 losses, the Colorado Mammoth. Little delay there. They are heading to the 4 wins and 2 losses. The Saskatchewan, one of my favorite sound effects. I got to go with the Rush. Rush for Tim. And your last NLL lacrosse game. I know I found one for this one. There it is. Okay. This is Saturday at 9 p.m. The 2 wins and 5 losses. I believe the first time we've had this team on the sheets this season. The Vancouver Stealth. Real sound effects. They are heading to the 3 wins and 3 losses. The Calgary Roughnecks. And I'm going with the Roughnecks. Roughnecks for Tim. Moving into some minor league hockey for you guys. Hockey. First up is a Saturday, 7 p.m., and you can watch it on AHL Live. The 21 wins, 24 losses, 4 overtime loss. The San Antonio Rampage. Versus the 32 wins, 14 losses, 1 overtime loss. Oop. Somewhere on here I have it. There it is. Let's go Griffins. I got you, Tim. We got the Griffins, of course. Next, Saturday at 7:05 p.m. on ECHL TV. The 33 wins, 12 losses, 2 overtime loss.
The Toledo Walleye.
They're heading to the 15 wins, 26 losses, 3 overtime loss. The Wichita Thunder. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. We got the Walleye, of course. Let's go, Walleye. Let's go, Walleye. I still have not been to any Walleye or Griffin games this year. And guess what, everybody? Tim still does not have any Griffin gear. But he does have a nice new shiny belt behind him. Ooh. Ah. That is the United States title belt.
The one I've been wanting to get my hands on.
And he got his hand on it. That's his new baby. Is that replacing your other belt?
That's probably going to replace the other belt, yes. I'm going to retire the other one.
It is getting retired.
Although it'll still be in the backdrop and the props.
There you go.
The original heavyweight title I have up here in the corner still, so. Right up here and behind the light.
Oh, what am I looking for? Because
You are looking for the basketball music again.
Hey, you're man, you hit the nail on the head on that one, Tim. It helped with my glasses. I have my glasses on. I don't have my glasses, so this is a NCAA men's basketball. This is a Saturday afternoon game at 1 p.m. on CBS. Oh, and also, I'll take it. It's 3. It's your 3. It's your 3-point bonus game. It's 3. It's your 3. It's your 3-point bonus game. Yes, it's your 3-point bonus game. Yeah. Not as good as you do.
Nicely done, Rose.
It's not as good as you do.
That was not bad. For a person who does not like to do that, that was awesome.
I tried.
Good job.
Anyways, back to it here. Saturday, 1 p.m. on CBS. The 22 wins, 3 losses, 3 ranked 3rd in the nation, Kansas. They are heading to the 22 wins, 4 losses, ranked 4th in the nation, Baylor. This is a tough one to call. I am, in fact, going to have to put on a little Jeopardy and think.
I want to know what these guys lost to last.
I'm pulling it up as quick as I can here. Kansas's last loss was to 18th ranked West Virginia on January 24th. West Virginia won 85-69. Baylor lost to West Virginia 89-68 January 10th. So they both lost to the same team.
What were the records again? Who lost by more?
89-68.
That's funny.
85-69. So they were both close games. Kansas beat fourth-ranked Kentucky on January 28th. Here we go. February 1st. Kansas beat Baylor 73-68. So in their last meeting, February 1st.
Oh. What was that score?
Kansas won 73-68. I'm going Kansas based on that.
I agree.
Next up, this is a Saturday game at 4 p.m. on ESPN. The 16 wins, 10 losses, Michigan State Spartans. They're heading to the 21 wins, 5 losses, ranked 16th in the nation, the Purdue Boilermakers. I'm going Purdue. Purdue for Tim. Next up, also a Saturday game, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. We have the likes of the 18 wins, 6 losses, ranked 14th in the nation, Virginia. They're heading to the 21 wins, 5 losses, ranked 10th in the nation, North Carolina. I'm going with North Carolina because my buddy Steve lives in North Carolina. And North Carolina for Tim. Entering into some NCAA women's basketball. This first game is a Friday night game, 11 p.m., and you can watch it on the Pac-12 network. There it is, the 24 wins, 3 losses, ranked ninth, if I can talk, Washington.
What was that record?
24 wins and 3 losses.
Oh, okay.
Ranked 9th in the nation.
All right.
I was having a little bit of tongue-tied kind of issues there for a second. Ooh, nice logo. Is that new?
Yeah.
Versus the 18 wins, 7 losses, ranked 18th in the nation, UCLA. I got to go with Washington. Better record.
I agree. I'm going Washington as well.
Oh, boy. Let me wet my whistle on this one.
We gotta get this up.
3 points. 3 points. 3-point bonus game.
Yeah. Impressive. Nice low, deep bass sound there. Sound like you're grinding out on the bass axe.
I'm waiting for my wife to come down and be like,
Good what they would consider in the thrashy death metal kind of vein. Not bad, Rose. Good work.
It's a 3-point bonus game. We have Saturday at 2 p.m. The 21 wins, 4 losses, ranked 8th in the nation. The Texas. Even though I spelled it right on the sheets now, so Texas. They're heading to the 20 wins, 6 losses, ranked 19th in the 19th. Why can't I say nines tonight? 19th in the nation, Oklahoma. I got to go with Texas. Not that rankings or anything matter, but better ranking, a little bit better record. And Tim went with Texas. Texas. Your last NCAA women's basketball, Sunday, 2 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. This is a rivalry game. This almost was your other 3-point bonus game. 16 wins, 9 losses, MSU. They're heading to Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, the greatest school in the history of schools. The 21 wins, 5 losses, ranked 20th in the nation. Go Blue! Go Blue!
The Michigan band is at Jamie Rose's house this week because they absolutely refuse to come to the sick Lenawee County. So.
And entering into NHL, I think it's time for a little NHL intro. Roll it. Welcome back, everybody, from that wonderful NHL intro. We're only going to play a part of this one. I said a part of it. I wanted to get a little bit of the dancing in there. This is a Saturday game at 2 p.m. and you can watch it on Fox Sports Detroit. This is going to be a tough game. The 39 wins, 11 losses, 6 overtime losses, the Washington Capitals. They're heading to the 22 wins, 24 losses, 10 overtime losses. Let's go Red Wing! Let's go Red Wing! I assume Tim's got the Red Wings. Oh, yes.
They need us. They need all the support they can get from us right now.
I might have just broken my pen. Can I fix it?
Coach's job is in jeopardy, folks.
I saw that article. So in the first ever, I actually have to quick go run and get a new pen. So I'll be right back, everybody. Actually, I might have one here. Does it work? Nope, that doesn't work. How can this happen? Memo to self, make sure I have extra pens. All right, I think we're good with this pen.
First time in Sports Frenzy history, Jamie Rose has busted a pen.
I did. That's impressive. Not really, but it works. This one does, see? All right, next up, Saturday, 7 p.m., and you can watch this on the NHL Network, I'm sure. The 30 wins, 19 losses, 8 overtime loss, the Edmonton Oilers. They're heading to the 35 wins, 17 losses, 5 overtime losses, the Chicago Blackhawks, which I'm tempted to give it the Chicago. I'm going with Edmonton. Edmonton. This is one rivalry I do miss with the Red Wings. The Chicago versus the Detroit Red Wings. Last up, this is a Saturday game also at 1 p.m. 29 wins, 22 losses, 5 overtime losses. The St. Louis, I got the blues. Bum, dun, dun, dun. Tim's really sick. Dun, 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 dun. He's lost his voice. Dun, 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 dun. He's drinking lots of fluids. Dun, 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 dun. And sucking on a lot of cough drops. Dun, 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 dun.
Because we got the blues. Versus the 24 wins, 23 losses, 10 overtime losses, the Buffalo Sabres. I got the Blues. I know Tim's got the Blues. Next up, the return. You've been waiting for it. I know Dancing Deb's been waiting for it. The return of NASCAR from their long hiatus. Do we get the intro for the first week?
Of course, I was about ready to say that, Tim. Roll it! I can't scream anymore, so that's what you get tonight. So we used to. I can't do it right now. So this actually is a Saturday race, 8 p.m. and you can watch it on FS1. This is called Clash at Daytona. So what that means, this race is not for any points. This race is merely for money. The guy who comes in first wins a huge pot, probably, millions of dollars or something like that. So it's all just for money. Now, Tim, do you have the sheet there with you?
I do have the sheet right here.
All right. So you will see, I'm sure, when you look at the sheets.
Hold on a second.
There are 4 drivers, or there should be 4 drivers anyways, that are highlighted in yellow.
I think you have, no, you have 3.
I have 3, I'm sorry, 3 make that. These are the new drivers that are added to the sheets. That they're just highlighted for this week only. Next week, they will all be the same. Nobody will be highlighted. I just wanted to point out to you guys who the new drivers are for this week. They are.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is considered a new driver.
Well, he's returning. So he wasn't on our sheet last year because last year he was out with a concussion.
That's right.
So he's returning. So he's been added to the sheet. So he's not a new driver. Your new drivers are Austin Dillon, number 3 car, and he drives a Chevy. And then also Kyle Larson, number 42, he drives a Chevy car. Trying to think of the other changes.
Kyle Larson, he's won a few races in the past. We've had his name on here before.
Austin Dillon, too, we've had on here, too, a couple of times. The only other changes I can think of is that maybe a couple guys' numbers changed a little bit. I'm trying to think of an example. Like somebody went from number 24 to number 23 or something like that. So not a huge difference there.
I believe we went over that in an older episode. If you want to go back and find our previous episodes, we talked about the changes. So.
Yep. So, but anyways, I'm going to go on a limb and say Tim is going to go with Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I think I am going to go with Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch did some great stuff for me last year.
I believe he won the championship last year, didn't he?
Yes, I think you're right.
And I'm going to go with my guy, Kevin Harvick. What was the other thing I was going to say?
It's kind of funny how Kurt Busch kind of sucked me back, or Kyle Busch, sorry. How Kyle Busch kind of pulled me back in after we used to just do the Busch Brothers for fun.
Yeah. I was going to say one more thing about... Oh, that's what it was. This year it's no longer the Sprint Cup race. It is the Monster Energy Series, I believe is the name of it. So it's no longer the NASCAR Sprint Series. It is now Monster Energy Series now. So, which is why you have a Monster logo on your sheets now.
All right. Very interesting.
So, but that wraps up the picks part of our show. Now entering into our Frenzy Talk part of our show. So stay tuned, everybody. We got a lot to talk about.
Frenzy Talk. Coming up next.